A lot of men in our society has found themselves addicted to porn. And learning to overcome this addiction has been a struggle for a lot of men in today's time. And I know this because I've struggled with porn addiction since I was 14, and I've been trying to quit for over a year, and I haven't jerked off to porn in over a month now. And I felt like I was able to completely kick the addiction, and now I have the right mindset and the right information, the right knowledge to finally keep myself away from porn. And I want to share that in a video so that you guys can quit your porn addiction too. So when I first realized I had a porn addiction, I instantly just tried to use my willpower to stop the addiction. So I would just try to tell myself no every time I craved it. But what ended up happening, I ended up burning myself out and wasted all my willpower. I have a video talking about how to increase your willpower if you guys want to check it out. I actually really recommend it, and it goes along with this video too. So I ended up draining my willpower, and I ended up burning out, and I had no motivation to do anything basically. And I knew I needed to quit my porn addiction, and I just didn't know how, and I didn't know why I was addicted. And I didn't until I started meditating, and I actually started looking at my thoughts from like an outside perspective instead of just being consumed with every thought that I had and just believing that I was actually thinking that. So when I started meditation, I was able to look at my thoughts more clearly and really figure out the root of my porn addiction. And the root of my porn addiction was a lot of things, actually. So the root of my porn addiction was boredom, depression, loneliness, which I was watching porn because I didn't want to pursue a woman. And actually, porn actually makes you less social. Porn is actually disgusting. Like, what porn does to the brain is just completely awful. Like, I'm gonna try to leave scientific studies in the description, but I'm gonna try my best to try to explain it here in the video. So porn basically rewires your brain into like in the worst way possible. And what I mean by that, it basically makes you look at women like as a sexual object, and you are tricking your brain every time that you watch porn on screen. You're tricking your brain thinking that you're having sex. So your brain thinks that you're having sex and you're fucking hot bitches on the porn, and you're jerking off to it, and you're giving yourself short-term pleasure, instant gratification, which is actually hurting you. Even though it feels good in the moment, it feels so relieving and so good in the orgasm, but long-term effects is way worse than that short-term pleasure. And in this video, I'm going to try to make you aware of these long-term effects and the damages of porn and watching porn so that you can quit porn addiction. But a lot of guys, they pursue porn because they're so scared to pursue women. And so for a lot of guys, porn addiction can just come from just being too scared to talk to women. And they're so scared to talk to women that they have to watch porn because they can't get any girls. So then every time that you feel like a craving to go watch porn, you could just try to go to a club or go into a social setting and try to do pickup, or just try to do like Tinder, or try to pursue dating and try to pursue women. So that's one of the reasons why people get addicted to porn. And it's not the only reason that people get addicted to porn, because even married people, like people that are already in relationships, they find themselves addicted to porn too. So there's other reasons for porn addictions too. And another reason what I found was escaping stress. So every time I felt like really stressed out from my job or school or whatever, I would jerk off to porn to relieve that stress, and it helped in the moment. But porn, it damages your brain porn hurts way more than it does good. That instant pleasure in that moment isn't worth it once you understand the long-term effects. So yeah, escaping your stress with porn, it could be, porn can be used to escape your stress. What I would recommend is try to learn how to deal with stress in a more healthy way. So like a hot shower, I have a video about dealing with stress. I recommend watching it. It goes along with this video. But yeah, so hot showers, I'll just kind of quickly go over it. So hot showers, meditation, and walking and music all help relieve stress, and even herb supplements. And I go over all of those in the video, so I would recommend watching it. Another reason, it could just be boredom. A lot of people, they just have so much free time where they just watch porn because they have nothing else to do. And my advice to you is to find new hobbies, find new activities, and try to fill up your time as much as possible to distract yourself from porn. So you're no longer bored. And a big reason for a lot of people's porn addiction is depression. And depression is a little tricky. There isn't no one solution for depression. Everybody's depression is different. My depression was from a burnout, was because I had no willpower and no motivation to do anything, and that was how I ended up in a depression. But everybody's depression can be different. There's some people with crippling depression, and there's some people with, like, there's heartbreak depression. There's different types of depression, right? So people that think they're depressed and they think they have a porn addiction because they're depressed, you would need to find a way to get out of your depression while you're quitting porn. So if you need to figure out why you're depressed and how to overcome depression, like talking to a therapist or taking an antidepressant, or even meditation. There's scientific studies that even meditation has benefits of treating depression. So you would want to find a way to treat your depression or cure it if possible, so that you so you wouldn't have to watch porn anymore. Because porn isn't going to completely get rid of your depression. It will make you feel good in the moment, and you won't feel depressed in that orgasm. But then, after a few hours, that depression comes back. So porn doesn't solve depression. It doesn't cure depression. It temporarily it temporarily makes you stop thinking about it. And depression is a problem, and it is a problem that needs to be addressed. And you don't need to numb it. You don't need to suppress it. You need to address it and deal with it, because you're depressed for a reason. But yeah, so that's what I would recommend people do with depression. Try to treat your depression as much as possible. Like I said, therapists, antidepressants, meditation, even walking. I like walking and listening to music. It helps me a lot with anxiety and depression and stress and all of those things. Walking is actually really good for your mental health. But so yes, so yeah, those are multiple reasons why people find themselves in a porn addiction, and I'm not trying to say those are the reasons why you're addicted to porn, but those are the main reasons why a lot of people get addicted to porn. And so just by solving these problems, your porn addiction will just disappear if you learn how to deal with all of these things without porn. So instead of trying to quit porn just by using willpower, solve all of these root problems, and then try to quit porn, and then you will notice that quitting porn is a lot easier, and it requires almost no willpower, because you don't need porn anymore. You're not even addicted to it, because you're not escaping anything. Because how addiction works is that when you feel an emotion that you don't like, and then you do an action every time you feel that emotion, that's how you get addiction. So you feel an emotion, and then you watch porn to escape that emotion. So the trigger would be the emotion that you don't like, and the habit would be porn. So your brain is in this constant cycle. Oh, every time I feel this emotion, gotta watch porn. Every time I feel this emotion, gotta watch porn. And so now what you have to do is, instead of feeling this emotion and going straight to porn, you need to feel this emotion and learn how to deal with it. So if it's stress, try to meditate the stress away if you can, or if you can just try to hop in a hot shower, or if you could just try to listen to music and take a walk and force yourself to walk, if that's possible, or just go outside and get some air, and clear your head and get some clarity. Yeah, so every time you feel an emotion and then you crave porn, try to rewire your brain to, every time you feel that emotion, instead of going to porn like immediately straight after you feel that emotion, try to find a different way to deal with it. So as soon as you feel that emotion, just be like, oh, I'm feeling this emotion again. I don't want to deal with it. Let me watch porn. Instead of doing that, you'd be like, oh, I'm feeling this emotion again. I don't want to deal with it. It's kind of hard. I need a healthy way to deal with this. So like walking or meditating and stuff like that. So you need to find a healthy way to deal with that emotion. And that's how you overcome porn addiction. It's that simple. There is no instant fix. This is going to take some time. You're not going to be able to quit porn overnight. And it's going to be hard for you to it's gonna be hard for you to change your brain because your brain has been doing it for a few years, and it's been so used to it, and it's just been in the habit of doing it so much that it's not gonna your brain isn't just going to just forget about it overnight. So it's gonna take some time, and I recommend working on all of those things and trying to figure out what the root problem there might be, because it might not just be those things. It might be some other things that you need to deal with. Maybe like maybe it's your like girlfriend not giving you enough sexual attention, so you watch porn because your girlfriend doesn't, because you don't have a lot of sex with your girlfriend, so you replace that with porn. It could be as simple as that. You just really need to observe your thoughts and really figure out why you're addicted to porn, instead of just trying to say no, 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 because you're addicted for a reason, and you need to figure out that reason and solve that reason, and then the porn addiction will disappear. A lot of times you don't even have to fight yourself. So that's really like all it takes to quit porn addiction. And I wanted to make a video about it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed and found it to be valuable, and can use this video to hopefully quit your porn addiction. Anyways, I'll see you on the next one video. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one.